Great. And now we have implemented this new YAML header. And we can continue with Jazz, because now I would like to show 3 of my use cases, how I use Dataview to make Obsidian a nice learning tool for myself. And therefore I use these 3 fields. For example, Jazz, as it is one of my projects and I would like to learn it, I want to repeat Jazz quite often because I want to have contact with it. And I aim to have a skill, I don't know, my scale is from 1 to 9, and I aim to have, let's say, 7, I don't know. And my current skill is 2. And now I create a file which is called my learning, or my learnings. And actually I want to connect them with myself. So, and I connect myself to the landing page again. And let's jump back to my learnings. And here I will now use a data view, which looks like this. Okay. So 2 nodes, 2 data views actually. Let's put them in. There we go. So that's what it's written behind it. So I gave it a header, and it says the nodes that I would like to learn, and it is a data view, and give me a table where the repeat priority, as of the repeat priority, and the modification day of the file, and write this as so make the header of the column like this name, because I see the last modification day is probably also the day when I last viewed the file. There's one little problem with that. When I view the file and I don't edit anything, so don't change it, this property will not change. And this is why I always make a little change, I don't know, make a space or something, when I look at the files I am learning. So the files with which I want to learn something. And just give me the nodes where the repeat priority is bigger than 0, and sort the table in a descending order of this priority. And this is the output. So the last time I edited the file, however, for me it's when I viewed the file, in my interpretation was today. The repeat priority is 8, and that's the file. So I can click here. And let's do the same with Indie. Make it 5, and let's say I also would like to learn rock, but not that important. And now let's check what I would like to learn. Oh, where's rock? There we go. Now I see the files in a pretty good order. And on top I have the same data view. However, there's one little difference. And it is that this was added. So just list the nodes where the modification time is has been 1 week before or longer. So basically, I haven't been watching this file for a week. You can also write down 2 weeks or 3 weeks here, but I just said you can, oh, that's also a good idea actually. You could say with priority bigger than 5, make, let's do it. Just comes into my mind spontaneously. So the ones with a pretty high priority, so bigger than 7, show me them every week, and the ones with repeat priority and smaller, 7, show me them every 4 weeks. Now we don't have a result because I do not have a file which fulfills the requirements, but to explain, this Dataview now checks is the repeat priority pretty high, so over 7, and if it's so, check the last modification time, and when this time hasn't been in the last week, pop out the file, and then I see kind of a working list that I need to check those files to repeat them, and afterwards they will disappear from the list. And here we have check the file where the priority is bigger than 0 and less than 7, so not that important, and check the modification date. However, show me those files just every 4 weeks. Yes. And then the last use case for Dataview to learn is the difference of skill. And this does the following. Now let me first fill in the header, the YAML header, for example for Jazz. I aim to have the skill of 7 in my range from 1 to 9, and I have the skill of 2. It's just an example. So the difference is 5. And I aim for indie, maybe I don't have an aim, so I don't put anything in here. And for metal, I have the aim of 6, and I have the skill of 5. And now when I look at my learnings, I see that I have the biggest gap for Jazz and a lower gap for metal.